3 days ago, Hurricane Helene touched down, taking at least 90 lives, wiping out entire houses in Florida, causing mass flooding and mudslides all throughout North Carolina. Even in Tennessee, farmland is being flooded, all the way down to Georgia that is also seeing massive amounts of flooding, alongside the huge chemical plant that just burst into flames.
Yes, everybody is asking, where is Kamala? Where is Biden? Some even question he is sending more money to Taiwan, Ukraine, while a lot of people are suffering here. It is the same scenario we saw in East Palestine. Now this lady have this to say pertaining to Hurricane.
I want to take a moment this morning to talk about Hurricane Helene and the devastation that's happening. My TikTok is just filled with videos of people and the devastation. So many people are missing. Like, I don't know if you've been seeing this on your For You pages or in your reels. I haven't really seen that much on the news about it, which is kind of terrifying to wonder why something with this much devastation, North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia and parts of Florida are just completely devastated. So many people are dead and so many people are missing. And I'm just not seeing a lot about it besides what I'm seeing on TikTok. And I've been really wanting to post a video. I'm not sure what I want to share, but I just want people to know that we're thinking about them.
Yes, the mainstream media will not pay attention to this that much. The day Kamala will stand up to go there, you will see them covering this topic every single day. Now looking at this TikToker suggests Hurricane hitting predominantly white neighborhood is karma for slavery. I was pissed off when I saw this. Insane. Must we always relate everything to race?
Last night I was thinking this. I was looking up these places, right, that this Hurricane Helene hit. Majority of them are like places that we not there. That's not for us. This is a white party only. Didn't you know this? Right? Type situation. And even though it's tragic, people are losing their houses, businesses, everything, right? It's kind of weird that the places that the hurricane was supposed to hit really hard, it didn't hit really hard, and the places that were like in the middle of nowhere are just being leveled to a point of non-existence, right? And it's like, why is it that? Why is it that these towns that are not diverse at all getting destroyed, and the cities that are diverse are getting flooding, but not too bad, right? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense to me. But also as well, they say that the hurricane is the spirit of a black woman that were necessarily enough thrown over the boats during slavery. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You tell me. Because to me, what it looks like is karma. It might be karma. It might be. Or it's just a happy coincidence that these sundown towns got devastated by this hurricane. I don't know. You tell me. Like, share, comment.
Yes, you can always tell when a person has absolutely nothing of value to add to a conversation so live. For that matter, when they turn everything into an argument about race, when I look at this guy, at a certain point, I thought he would make sense. Watching the video to the end, I believe you've seen that now Trump is going to these locations. People are questioning, where is Biden? He sent this out on X recently. We are now heading to Valdosta, Georgia, in order to pay my respect and bring lots of relief material, including fuel, equipment, water, and other things to the state. Many politicians and law enforcement will be there. We will be saying hello to Frank, Bert, Jones, Fella, and a lot more. They are working very hard. I was also going to stop in North Carolina, which has really been hit hard. I have a lot of supplies ready for them, but access and communication is now restricted, and we want to make sure that local emergency management is able to focus on helping the people most affected. This is Trump. The people who are supposed to be doing this, we are the same.
All right, my friends, a few hours ago, I asked a simple question. I said, is it just me, or is the mainstream media largely ignoring the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene? And the responses I got were overwhelmingly yes. I've gotten a ton of messages from people asking, where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Well, Joe Biden, his schedule is online every single day, and he's currently on vacation in Delaware. What confuses me about Joe Biden, he's got about 30 days until the election, and then he's going off into retirement. Why not show some empathy and show some support for people who've lost everything from Hurricane Helene? Kamala Harris, she's in California for several high-profile fundraisers. She's hosting one with Alanis Morissette. In the words of Alanis Morissette, you oughta know. As many of you have pointed out, if this hurricane happened in Ukraine, Joe Biden would have sent billions of dollars over to Zelensky by now, but he's on vacation, not really paying attention to what's happening in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, etc. I've gotten heartbreaking messages today, primarily from people in North Carolina saying they can't find loved ones, their entire neighborhood's been devastated, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they are not showing up for them as the federal government. They're supposed to be the leaders of the country. Now, thankfully, we have independent media, independent journalists on the ground covering this. I've also seen state and local officials and local leaders stepping up to the plate. We've seen Ron DeSantis really step up in the midst of this crisis. I'm still combing through my messages, but several people have said this is as bad as Katrina. Where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Why is the mainstream news not covering this more? Now, you guys know by now, I'm not owned by the RNC or the DNC. I just call it like it is. The only thing I'm beholden to is the truth. And the truth is, we have seen this film before. We've seen it with East Palestine, Ohio, and how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris largely ignored that as well. We've seen it with Maui, Lahaina. This is not new to any of us. Right now, it should not be a priority for Kamala Harris to go to high-profile fundraisers in California. What would really win her over a lot of points a month out from the election would be getting on a plane and going to the epicenter of this crisis. Now, Donald Trump is heading to Georgia tomorrow to pass out supplies to make a statement to the press because he understands the severity of this crisis.
He raised an important question. Where is the mainstream media? It is because Biden or Kamala is not there. These people believe that these are arrested, so we should not care about them. It is insane to do that. If you are a president, you should be a president for the whole country, not doing things because they don't benefit you politically. Now Trump is going there. Immediately he announced on X, Kamala came out to say, oh, I was briefed with some kind of fake videos like they usually do, recording phone calls, things like that. You will see her there. And the same day she will go there, you will see MNBC, CNN, NBC covering this. Now they don't do that. This would have been everywhere, but they are not talking about it. Why? We saw what happened in Hawaii, the same scenario. East Palestine, the same thing. So you can understand the kind of politics these people play out with cases like this. The day Biden and Kamala went there, the mainstream media stepped up covering the topic. When you look at independent content creators, they try their very best to bring real information like this.
On Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, Tennessee, though our water levels did get high during the storm, thankfully the damage was not as bad as it could have been, allowing places like Dollywood and downtown Gatlinburg to go back to normal.
I can't tell what's true. And I thought, people are, it's a conspiracy. It's like, oh, please, don't overthink it. This is exactly what Trump does. People are telling me, I'm hearing.
Possible to achieve outside of an outsider, like the Make America Healthy Again concept. Like, what are you talking about? You're going to go up against these companies that have been donating to these political parties forever and have allowed them to have these regulations that are allowing them to have these dyes in food that's illegal in our neighboring Canada? Like, what? This is no one's done that before, right? So that's very exciting.
Okay, so